Hey guys, welcome back to House Flipper 2 with Rash from Rash Decision. If you are enjoying the content, please leave a like and subscribe to let me know. Enjoy the video. Alright, so we're down to just the two on each one. These are two brand new ones that I have not looked at yet. My crew is moving here. Now, if I remember correctly, oops, I closed that by accident. Now, if I remember correctly, both of these kind of showed up after the one of the previous missions was completed, and I completed one of the ones that was already available. So both of these, this is a fork. Closing time, Woodrow Foster. Let's kind of look at the other one. Oh, I keep closing it by accident. I keep hitting tab to close by accident. My crew's moving here. Alex Williams. I've done a couple of them in Crayfish Cove, so let's go over to Peanut Cove and actually see what this one's about. Closing time, Woodrow Foster. Hello, Mr. PC. Again, Mr. PC, I love that. You probably haven't heard about it before, but our family house hosts the only Lumberjack museum in Peanut Cove. You know what? I am a lumberjack, and I am okay. Not for much longer, I'm afraid. Since my wife and I are very busy these days, we have few visitors, and we've decided to close it. That's sad. That's sad, actually. I'm really sorry about that, my dude. We want to use the space as a proper living room instead. We need help with cleaning it and replacing the furniture. There's also a small guest bathroom that we would like to turn into a laundry room. I've heard that you're a reliable person and can help with our request. We'll pack the family souvenirs before your arrival, but please remember to unpack them after the new furniture is placed. That is awesome. We'll go ahead and we'll do that. And I'm actually looking at the picture up here. Oh, you can click that. I wasn't sure if you'd be able to. This is actually really awesome. This is a nice little house. I know that there is a specific name for this style, but I do not remember what it is off the top of my head. I see the Italian flag there as well. It's a nice little touch. I'm guessing this over here is probably the museum, and this is like the living space. And of course, he has like his woodworking shop over here. And this is a really nice property. Let's actually have a look at it in person. All right. Let's see. And yeah, I'm right. I was absolutely correct. We've got the museum over here, have the living space over there, and we have what looks like a workshop over here. I'm going to step in here, just have a look around. It's a really nice workshop. Got some stuff that's in progress of being built. I really like this workshop. I'm going to try to replicate this myself. For myself, I should say. Let's go in here. And looks like, yeah, they've done quite a lot of work in here. They've been kind of moving back and forth, getting everything ready. So we'll go ahead and we'll get started. Let's get rid of this furniture so we know what we're looking at. Going to go through our same process. Get rid of the furniture, get rid of anything that can be sold. That's going to kind of get rid of the bulk of what we're looking at here. I do like this room, by the way. This is a really, really nice room. Got the fireplace there. Okay, so that is something that you can place. It's just built in. That's actually going to be awesome. I'm going to look into doing something like that in a build later. Okay. Right. And I love doors like this. Has that nice presentation feel to them. Although I don't know why you're trying to partially block the door with those shelves. Seems like a poor idea. But you know what? It was your build. I'm not going to judge. Okay, so out there is fine. Looks like everything in here is just trash at this point. Trash and dirt. So we'll go ahead and... Oh, there is still 3 items to sell. Oh, we're selling the doors. Interesting choice. We're selling that door too. Okay. All right. I noticed we still don't have the demolish and build options yet. That's actually kind of what I've been focusing towards getting is getting those so I can complete the PC house at very least and kind of give you a tour of what I've done there. Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's an open loft. That's just an open loft. Okay. So let's see. You got the unpack boxes. So we're actually going to go through and do our trash first. Lovely. And since we've sold the doors, I'm actually going to use this back door here to kind of throw this away. Okay. Before we go any further, I'm going to get rid of these. And of course I whiff it for the first time in a while. Ah, that's that bathroom they were talking about. So I'm guessing we will be replacing those doors. Because it seems kind of odd or awkward to not have like at least a window on that wall. I'm sure I could throw it from here. I'm going to try it. Let's see. It's a little bit too odd of an angle. I'm sure I could have got that, or someone could have got that, but no, not in that moment. I was too odd of an angle, and I'm not exactly familiar with how the arcing works. Okay, let's see. Oh, hello.
Hello, glad I managed to catch you. Your work is going well, I hope. I forgot to mention that we also want the old living room redone. You see, that small room served as our home office as well. Both me and Jill, my wife, have paperwork to do from time to time, and we could use a proper space for it. Though, I wish we didn't have to close the museum at all.
A new office to do. Got it. Change may be good. Must have been a difficult decision. Yeah, there we go.
Of course, this museum was opened by my father. He was a lumberjack, like his father and grandfather before him. But then, the Ascenso came with their environmental specialists. After their lobbying, my father had to close his business. I became a carpenter to honor the family tradition. But this museum was the only place to learn our history.
You know, honestly, that's honestly how I feel, but I'm not going to bring that up to him because that's a little bit of a dick move to do. So I'm going to go down here. I'm going to say,
yes, from the first design to the finishing touches. My father taught me everything he knew about woodworking. And so now, I mostly make custom furniture. Not to brag, but I have quite a few returning clients. Lately, I even designed a whole line for one of the big companies. This is also why I have to close the museum. Business got too busy. I didn't have time to take care of the visitors. But enough about me. Better focus on your work. Hope it goes smoothly.
There we go. So that is actually something I've said to quite a few people in the past. Like when something doesn't quite go your way, it's not that you know, there's any kind of greater powers at play or anything, but you never know what the future holds. Anytime you need a change, it's always good to embrace that change. I would never want to force someone into something they never want to do, obviously, but don't sell yourself short. If you need a change in your life, always embrace it, because you never know what the future is going to hold. And maybe it won't go as smoothly as you want it to, but you know what? Maybe that's because it's going to lead into something a little bit better down the line. Always embrace change. It's something that can be a very powerful force for you, even if it doesn't seem like it's going to be very good for you in the first place. Let's see, I'm missing a couple of stains here. Aha, I see them hiding behind the door there. Okay, so we are done with that. And I noticed there's probably going to be quite a bit of stuff to do in this particular job. I'm going to try to keep the talking to a minimum, and I'm just going to go through and do it to keep this video from being super, super long. Got door frames. I'm guessing those are going to go right here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Got some plant boxes. I noticed we're not replacing the outside door or doing anything over there, so that's going to be a really nice wall to do something with. But I'm going to put the sofa against this wall, because that's like a wonderful little flat spot to do something with. So we have 2 coffee tables. That's interesting. I wonder why we're doing 2. We could probably put the armchair kind of over here. This is a very lumberjack armchair. Like flannel is just one of those aesthetics that really just works in this kind of space. And I'm going to tell you the reason why that is flannel was originally designed as a cloth. More as just a style was what it comes down to. I'm going to try to put this centered here. Wait a second. Is that centered? Yeah, that's centered. I think the couch is what's not centered. Gonna put that like right there. That's fine. TV cabinet. Did I misread this room? I think I misread this room. I think I did. Okay. Well, that's not good. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so they wanted like that. Okay, so I did misread this room entirely. I'm just going to follow their instruction. Again, for brevity. I was going to try to do it myself. So I don't look like, you know, I'm just following instruction here. Let me actually move this a little bit so I can put the rug down first. I feel... You know what, that'll work. I'm not going to worry about it beyond that. Okay. And let's see. So they're probably wanting these to just be one large coffee table rather than two separate ones like I was thinking. I was trying to have them meet in the middle. Didn't quite go the way I wanted it to. Move them over like this. It seems like the pattern on the rug is not centered, so I'm having a little bit of harder time to visually centering them. That's good enough. This mission's going to be long enough as it is. I don't want to have to spend a lot of time on it. Okay, so they want something like that. TV cabinet. Let's turn off precise, just so I can get this done pretty quickly. I swear, this wall is messing with me. Aha, so that's the problem. That's why it's messing with me. Okay, I see. Let's kind of set this back a little bit. Plant pot, floor lamp. Okay. Okay, we'll put the bookcase over here to the left, and that light switch is getting in the way, isn't it? Let's kind of move this over a little bit then. Okay. And that's going to do it. What? Huh? Huh? What's with the reindeer? I guess that's something in here. I'm not quite sure. Okay. Let's see. I'm guessing these are all like decorations I'm going to end up needing. All right. So let's go with the pot plants. We're going to put one over here, kind of fill up this corner. That's good enough. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't want to block this door, but I still need to put something here. kind of thinking I've got these plans reversed. Let's put this one in here. I'll put this one kind of over there, and we'll try to do it a little bit differently. Okay. Try to center this right here in front of this window. Maybe that'll make it look a little bit nicer. Seems odd. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Okay, I'm okay with that. And the shelves. The shelves are a little bit weird. I'm going to try to put them like kind of over here, kind of stagger them a little bit. Yeah, that's plenty of room to walk through. That's good. That's good. That's good. Let's go ahead and see what we have. Got an axe. Another axe. There's that reindeer. Big old reindeer. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I wasn't expecting that, but not a problem. I can just put it up there, kind of fill up that nice little space. Actually, put that like right over here, actually, couldn't I? Go. Oh, guess I'll put that over here. This is nice and flat. It won't interfere with that doorway any more than the shelves have. Oh, okay, so this is kind of doing a little bit more than I thought it was going to. I'm going to kind of move this up a little bit, kind of put the shelf kind of underneath it. Then I'm going to put this kind of like this. Ah, there's another one. Okay. Let's put this kind of up here. Make it a little bit of a centerpiece. I'm going to move this over here. Go. And, yep, I called it. Okay. There we go. Let's kind of move this down a little bit. Kind of fill up the space a little bit better. Okay. And being that that's the case, I'm actually going to take this, put it over here, leave that to be like uneven because it makes this room, the side of the room, a little bit heavier. Okay, that looks good. Yep, nothing else. All right, so I'm gonna move on. And they were saying that, oh, I have a couple things here we need to actually get rid of. And I apologize if it does seem like I'm hurrying, it's because I am. I don't want this video to be too awful long. Oh, we're looking to sell some doors as well. Okay. We're looking to sell a door, it looks like. So we're looking to get rid of that. And we're looking to get rid of the water closet sign. Okay. Now, I'm guessing this is going to go, yep. Okay, going to go there. Whoops. There we go. All right. And it looks like that's actually everything we need to do out here. So in here, they said they wanted to turn this into a laundry room. So this is probably going to be pretty close to a full conversion here. Yep, they're not keeping anything from the bathroom portion. So I have two things to sell. Oh, the toilet paper. There we go. Let's see. I know that in the EU, it's actually really common, especially in the UK. Oh, hello. Especially in the UK, it's really, really common to have your washer dryer be in one unit. But this is actually more what we're used to in the US, is having a separate washer and dryer. Although I'm not exactly certain what caused that difference. It might actually just be there was some company that kind of just decided that's how they were going to do it. And that's what they ended up selling, and that's what people ended up buying. That's the kind of story that happens all over the place in the US with all kinds of different products. Okay, so the next thing they were talking about, they wanted to make something into an office. That's a back door. Looks like it's in here. So let's see. Oh, this was the living room they were talking about. Oh, they wanted to sell that, but they didn't want to sell those. Oh no, that's gonna take a little bit of finagling. I guess I could put them over there just to get them out of the way, if nothing else. Looks like everything else is good. Yes, everything else is good. So I'm going to take these, and I'm going to plop them over here. I do like that the binders actually have, like, papers in them now. They're not just empty binder shells. That was one thing that bugged me to no absolute freaking end in House Flipper 1. Looks like it's a little bit too tall for that area. Because you would be able to place binders, but you had to be super careful to make sure that only the spine was showing, because otherwise you'd be able to see that it was just an empty binder, whereas here there actually are like papers and that sort of thing in them. Yeah, it looks like that's staying. Okay, good. So first thing we're going to do is place the desk. Looks like we don't have any information about how they wanted this laid out, so I'm just going to throw it down where I think it should go, and this here is probably the best place for it. Actually, that's going to get in the way of the door, isn't it? Let's go ahead and put this kind of over here. I like that. See if I can move this. Yeah, it's going to work a lot better. Okay. Looks like I got a little bit more to put in here after I get done with this. I can't tell where the hinge is. Yep. I saw that coming. Okay, so here we go. Got a wastebasket. Gonna put that kind of over here. Yep, I got another cabinet I need to place. That's kind of what I was expecting to happen. So that's going to work out a lot better for me to put it over there. I'll put the shelf like right above it. Organizer. And a clock. Put the clock above that shelf, and that's visually centered. I like that. Okay. So we've got that done, and it looks like there's only a little bit more to do. I'm just going to go through the rooms and just see if there's any quests in any of them that I can see right off. It's a pantry. So one thing I have noticed is that the designation of what kind of room you're standing in is no longer applicable. Like, it doesn't show off to the side. Whereas in House Flipper 1, that was one thing that kind of annoyed me, was getting the right room in the right area and getting the game to recognize that that's what that room was, or even just throwing stuff down and seeing what the game thought that kind of room should be based on what you have placed. Book out here on the, you know, I mean, that's wonderful. I like the aesthetic, but why are you putting a book outside? Like, why are you just leaving it out there for the weather to claim? So I can't really find what we're supposed to be doing at this point. Oh, so we have some stuff to sell and buy out here. Okay, so I completely missed that. Oh, that's right. I got rid of the door that leads right out there. I guess that would make sense. They want to get rid of the sign because the museum's no longer there. So let's see. We're going to get rid of that, and we're actually going to go ahead and buy some. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I guess it is what I wanted to do. I'm guessing we want to kind of fill in this area right here, because that door is no longer there. Whoops. There it is. There's my 3 stars. So that wasn't quite as long of a job as I was expecting, but you know what? Job well done. We're just going to go ahead and finish it. We'll just leave it at that. About 7,500. Wow, that's actually... Well, I guess all we really did was just move out furniture, move in new furniture, so I can't really say much to that. The elderly lady's house, where we did like some painting and stuff like that, like at least we were doing like, you know, surface replacement in that particular job, and got like the 10,000 for it. So I guess it's pretty well in line. We didn't do any surface replacement. We just kind of sold stuff and put more stuff in. So that doesn't really bother me too much. All right, so we're going to cut it off there. See you in the next episode. Have a good one, my dudes. Cheers.